morning, Instagram and Facebook family. I am so excited about this session on today. We are going to have a good time. We are going on a little journey, and we're pretending that we are in a office setting. And as of yesterday, we have been talking about your vision, mission, your purpose, your strategy as far as your mission statement, how you plan to execute this vision, and we talked about your ideal client, and we're just continuing on in this wonderful conversation. We're engaged, we're excited, we're pumped because now that we're starting to put everything in some type of format that is workable, that is functionable. Now we're going to go down our checklist of other items that we need to talk about. So we are going to touch base a little bit on social media, maybe kind of jumping the gun a little bit, but since the momentum is up, it's high, I want to keep those creative juices going. So we're going to talk about some social media items such as blogging and making sure that you have a email to go with that beautiful name that you just created for your business. Done a little research on my own, made sure everything is okay. The business name is a go. There's no glitches, no hitches. We can go through the whole gambit of everything that you need to start just keeping those creative juices going because we're going to get down to the meat and potatoes, but I just want to keep that adrenaline up. So we're talking about setting up your Facebook page, your Twitter page, your Instagram, your LinkedIn because you are a business. So you want to make sure that you're on core items, your TikTok and all the other platforms, your Snapchat, but you're keeping your business, keeping your personal separate, your business, your business. So you want to make sure that you are putting together the type of message that you want to get out. Something that's a little consistent, but you got a little flair going on with it. It's unique to your style, it's unique to your brand. It's kind of like a pre-brand development type of brainstorming that we're doing. Again, so that we can keep the focus of the vision, mission, and purpose since it's already fresh. We've already written it down. We're starting to, really tweak it a little bit. But we want to make sure that when it comes to you getting your message out to the media of what you're doing, you may even consider radio, you may consider television spots, different things, especially your YouTube channel. You want to make sure that you're putting all of those things together. So I'm going to be tip-tapping a little bit, just making sure that we are adding those things. You're talking to me, and I'm just putting all of this stuff together. Saying, okay, we got our Snapchat, we've got our TikTok. But the one thing that we want to really make sure that you're putting together is your website. Your website needs to be banging. And I'm telling you, my mentor and business partners in the Magnet Exchange group, oh my gosh. They put together a banging website. Mine is still in the works, but I've got just a little blurb to get some things started. You want to make sure that you have a excellent landing page, something that captures the essence of your business, the essence of who you are, the essence of your message, as far as your vision, mission, and purpose. We have one young lady that they're using her as one of our launching pads for the website, so I can't wait until she makes her debut. There's mine's still in the works, but like I said, I just have a little something to wet your whistle, making sure that landing page is sharp, making sure it's clean, it's concise, but it does have that wow factor that's unique to you, so that you are putting out that initial message of what your business is all about, and making sure that you're able to capture the core information, the person's name, the company name, the phone number, your email address of where, and just a basic core of what that person will be getting when they get in contact with you, that you can address their need right away, right to the core of their need. And then it's just making sure that your listing of your services is clear and concise, that the page is neat, clean, but yet it still has that wow factor to engage people to know exactly what it is that you do. And you want to, even though you have multiple gifts, even though you may have multiple services, you always want to start out with your core services that not only is the meat and potatoes for your client or your customer, but also the meat and potatoes for your revenue stream as a business. You also want to make sure that they're able to contact you. So all of your information needs to be there, your email address, your contact information. If you are a business where you definitely have a brick and mortar, you want to make sure that you are using your business address. There's a map that you can place on your website so that people can see exactly location wise where you are. You want to make sure that as part, I call it part of your social media because, again, you're putting yourself out there. You want to make sure that you're listed on your 411 directories and your business directories, your Yelp, your Google. So all of that is a part of your social media, even though they may be set up at different parts of the development of your entity. These are just things you need to start jotting down, not necessarily putting them together because you still haven't quite put together your entity the way it should be put together. You may have a good portion of your entity done, but maybe not the full gambit of your entity. But these are just roadmap things that you need to start jotting down. What do you want your themes to be? What do you want your slogans to be? So you want to make sure that you have something catchy, that you have something that clearly yet direct and to the point, that you are letting people know exactly what it is that you do. For instance, if you were to go on my site, which is Success Beyond Strategies with a Z, you will see right away that Success Beyond Strategies builds strategies or building strategies that become successful actions. You know right away that, okay, she helps with strategies. You know right away that they become successful. You know right away that they become actions, something that I can put out there right off the bat, right away, that I can execute right away, that I can begin to see some results. So that's why some consultations are going to be more detailed than others because the goal, the objective is to make sure that when you leave or when a client even leaves your presence, that they're ready to put to action either your products, your services. They know what results they're looking for in your products and services, and they can chart that results. So it's really critical that when you start putting together things like your blogs and your uh, what's the media I'm missing? I'm missing a media. Can someone guess what it is? Ah, you can type it in the chat for me. There's one big one that's out there now. Any takers? Because a lot of people are doing it right now. Yes, it's some face to face, but I'll wait until I get some more responses in my chat. All right. Yes. Podcast. You. Yes. You want to at least put that in your arsenal because it gives people a live and in living color opportunity to interact with you. That's going to be one of my next moves. I'm taking it slow because I want to be just as detailed in my business as I'm having you be in yours. Because what good is a person to teach if they're not being that example, right? But we can always encourage one another with the gifts and talents and callings that we do have, making sure that all the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed, that you're taking full advantage of every media opportunity that's available to you to let people know. But right now, we're just planning all of this down. So we're talking about your blogs, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, your Snapchat, your TikTok, and if there's any other ones I'm missing out on, you guys know the list. Let's make it happen. Start writing down what your themes are going to be, what your slogans are going to be, because you may want to have something that's consistent through each one, because you want to make sure that people know who you are. When they hear that theme, when they hear that slogan, my favorite is just do it. When I say just do it, you know exactly what company I'm talking about. No other company is using that same slogan because it's unique to them. And that's my Nike. So, hey, find that slogan, find that theme that when they hear it across the board of all of your media, they know exactly, oh, that is Success Beyond Strategies with Lady L. Okay? So, there's so much that we're going to go through. This is just one part of our consultation. I try to do that excitement, that wow up front to keep you going, because when we start going through the meat and potatoes, it's not going to be all of that thrilling and all that exciting. But if you can remember how we started with your vision, mission, and purpose, your services, how you're going to execute everything, how you're going to put yourself out there to the public, those are the things that you can fall back on, that in those, oh my God, we got to do this. We got to put this together. We got to put that together. It's like a blueprint that you give to an architect. You sit down with that architect and you give him all of these details. And when they bring it back to you, when you roll out that blueprint and you see the different rooms, and now the architects do them on laptops and iPads, so you get to see your physical rooms of each thing you're building, that office space, that space where you're servicing your customers, or if you're building a home, you see each room and each floor, you see the decor that they put in now, those splashbacks and you know, your flooring and your tiling and your appliances and everything, and you start to really see that full picture. That's what we're starting out when we're coming to this part of your game plan, I like to call it, or your blueprint. You know your vision, mission, and purpose. You know your ideal clients. You know your products and your services, and you know how you're going to put it out there on all forms of your media. But now take that. That's your vision board. That's your blueprint. That's what you keep focus on when those challenging parts kick in, like putting together your entities and putting together your registrations and putting together your licenses and putting together all of your codings and different things that you're going to be registering for, your registrations with federal and state governments. And when you start doing the real lead work, the real foundational building structure and infrastructure for your business, you'll be able to look at that board, you'll be able to look at that blueprint, and you see that full picture. I know back in the day, architects used to do an actual painted drawing or a physical layout. Whatever you have to do to keep that visual in front of you. If you're in the health industry, you're helping people stay healthy, so you want to have before and after pictures, or you want to have those videos and those TikTok spots, those things that you're creating, so that in those challenging times and those lean times of trying to put together the rest of your entity and the challenges that you're going to face, because you are going to have challenges. In this world we will have tribulation, but be of good cheer. We have a victor who has overcome for us. Amen. So we can always reach back and encourage ourselves. That's why having a community is so critically important. I love my Magnet Exchange group, family, and community, because when we get into those Telegram groups together, we can encourage one another, we can edify each other, we can build each other up, Do we have challenges? Like everybody else, of course. But we have those strong arms. We have those strong kings and queens that say, look, this is what we got to do. Pull yourself up. Do what you got to do. Shake off all the dust. Shake off all the naysayers. Do what you got to do. Stay focused on what you're developing. Stay focused on what you are building, because what you are building is going to change the trajectory of not only your life, but the countless of other people that you are serving. So stay encouraged. Keep building. Keep structuring. Keep giving. Keep serving. Keep loving. Keep doing what you need to do. It's okay. You're going to make it through. We are going to make this happen. If you're building teams, if you're building structures, don't be discouraged by those no's. There are trillions of people in this nation alone. Don't let the no's deter you. Come out of your circle. Come out and venture out. Get out of the house. Get out of your neighborhood. Get out of your area and go to other territories. And you will be surprised when you begin to share what you have been gifted and talented and called to do. When you begin to reach out into other areas, take that time to lay before God, whether you're spiritual or not. You need a relationship with God. I'm just going to keep it point blank, because you're not going to do this without Him. So you might as well find a way to join Him, connect to Him, and sit down and have that heart to heart. Come to Jesus meeting. Come to a territory meeting and say, look, hey, God, what we doing here? I've even had to do that with my own business. I said, God, what are we doing? What's my next step? What's the steps I haven't done? Because sometimes if you don't hear nothing, it's because you didn't do the last thing He told you to do. So get quiet. Think of that last thing He told you to do. Pull yourself up. You can do this. You have lives that you are assigned to change. Whether it's with your voice, whether it's with your gifts, your talents, your services, your products, you have a remnant that has been assigned to you to make a difference in their life. And when you do that, He will begin to make a difference in yours, because God is a reciprocating God. There is nothing that He tells us to give or to pour out or to serve that He does not have it coming back to us 100-fold. And don't look for it from a specific place or purpose or people. He can bring it from anywhere. Don't limit an unlimited God. He is there for you to do everything you need to do with whatever He has given your hands to do. So be bold, be strong, be very courageous, because He is with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. He's got you by the hand, and you are a part of His heart. So with that being said, have a wonderful, terrific Tuesday. I am so excited. I'm so pumped up, because we are taking the next step in your vision, mission, and purpose to make it a true reality, to make it a successful, profitable reality. Because as you water others, God will make sure that you are watered yourself. Have a great day. Looking forward to you same time, same station, this time tomorrow. Have a wonderful, awesome day, everybody, and work that business. You got this.